sponsored by Affiliate Marketing 3.0. And this event is so necessary for you because it is the time that you're going to be able to get all of those burning questions that you've written down. You're going to get them answered today. So we have a panel of enthusiastic, yes, knowledgeable experts, techs, trainers, presenters here to be able to answer those questions for you. So please make sure that if you haven't written them down, write them down now, the questions, because you don't want to get the one question, you focus on one question, you're so into understanding that question and you forget the other question that you may have. So make sure that you're able to go ahead and get that ready, and therefore you'll be able to have your notebook and your pen ready to write down the answers that you're given. You cannot imagine the fortune that affiliate marketing 3.0 community enjoys in the continual sharing of information and knowledge and the continual dedication to the community for these knowledgeable people to come and present to you and be present for you to answer your questions. It is just incredible. Trust me, other platforms do not do this, okay? And no, not with the kind of dedication that these panel members have shown. So, in order for you to prosper in this and be very, very successful in this particular affiliate marketing 3.0 platform, two things kind of required is yourself, your participation, and then if you wish to go build a team, you need your team around you. You need to be all learning together. And so if your team is not here, give them a call, send them a text, and get them here so that they will be able to learn along with you. And together as a team, you grow together and you achieve so much more. With us today is Trashit Jolo from India, our masterclass trainer. And first, he is going to go ahead and give us a brief overview of the update that we had yesterday with the none other than Chavez, the CEO, Affiliate Marketing 3.0. So he's going to give that overview, just what he said yesterday. Then from there, we will introduce the other panel members who are going to join him in answering your questions. So you'll have a couple more minutes ready to get your notebook and your pen ready. Trashit, please, I turn over to you, the mic to you, so that you can give us the brief overview.
Yes, Grace, thank you so much for inviting me to this panel, and welcome everybody on this Thursday call. It's a live Q&A session. It's a live interaction where you get to resolve your queries, your conflicts in person with the techs, with the experts, with the mentors, with the trainers. So this is a fantastic opportunity to bring clarity for yourself as well as your teams. Please make sure that you invite your teams as well so that your work is shared by us and we take the opportunity to answer everybody's questions. That being said, last night we had a fantastic updates from Chavez, and everything that is brought to us as an opportunity. It's remarkable. I can't describe how beautiful this opportunity, this platform has turned out to be. One by one, step by step, we are delivering only very very rewarding products. Some platform, some products, they are excellent. So starting with the updates and starting with Pi, yes, last night Chavez mentioned that this free trading pass is gonna be permanently available for every newcomer who would like to try and test the system. So anybody who would like to join this Pi platform, they of course need to have an account, a WAS account, and on that WAS account they will find Pi subscriptions. And in this price subscription, now free trading pass will always be available for the first hand use. So this is an excellent decision by Chavez so that everybody can take part, everybody before buying the subscription.
Aumenta tus ingresos e impulsa tu crecimiento con Google Ads. Llega a clientes de gran valor en toda la red de Google. Búsqueda, shopping, YouTube y más. Empieza hoy.
Who is that? Wasn't expecting anyone. Did I forget a package? If it's a murderer, or worse, someone trying to sell me a pyramid scheme. Yeah, that's not happening. They found me. I always knew this day would come. Ooh, a surprise. I order something from Amazon. Be a friend. I'm hungry. Oh. Oh.
Shared with the traders on profits, and the profits too, the traders, they need to surpass the previous highest profit, only then they will be benefiting. So this is the success fee. And one more thing Shavez mentioned is there is going to be a differential amount when you upgrade to higher licenses that needs to be paid. So let's say if you are buying a license of $500 and if you want to upgrade it to $1,000, you only need to pay the differential amount. Although that feature is right now not available on WAS back office, it will be implemented maybe by weekend or late by next Wednesday. So wait until then. But everybody can right now buy the subscription. Most of people have started buying subscriptions of $500 value. With this, they get a maximum AUM. That is the maximum amount that they can deposit on the platform is 2,500 with a success fee. That is the fee shared with the traders is 50%. These licenses are for lifetime, the paid licenses. The free license, the free trading pass is limited to 30 days as soon as you generate the coupon. So for those who would like to buy this free trading pass, just go to buy section here and they can choose any income wallet or wallet holdings and enter the transaction password. And with that, after confirming the OTP, coupon will be available. So as soon as the coupons are generated, they can use this coupon to be redeemed on Pi platform. So everybody can register on Pi, do the KYC. Once the KYC is verified, they can log into their portfolio to the dashboard, and in this menu they have this subscriptions, and in this subscription they have an option to redeem the coupon. All right, so right now there is an indicator in purple color that suggests which is your current existing plan. So I have already purchased this license, the first license, and that way you can see my maximum AUM, that is the asset under management, that is the maximum that I can deposit, is 2,500. It is valid for lifetime. 50% is the success fee. Now, one more interesting feature that Chavez has recently enabled on Pi is the quick stats. So in your menu, you can go to quick stats, and here you can see this is an overview of your portfolio with every detail: total invested amount, available balance, total profit loss, and active statements. Active statements represents the number of services that I have invested in: best performer, worst performer, license name, Pi AUM, and success fee. Now, if I would like to deposit more, there is an option to deposit here in the quick stat as well as in the menu. And please remember that the deposits on Pi platforms are in BEEP20 USDT. That's BNB Smart Chain. All right. So don't make mistakes. This is specifically in BEEP20 only. All right. Then here we have a small section where you can see there is portfolio and there is available. So we can deposit as much as we want, but we will be able to invest in the strategies limited to the AUM as per the license we have subscribed to. Okay, so whatever we deposit, it's in available section here. You can see this is available. And as you invest into strategies or HFTs, you have a portfolio. So as you go to browse top traders, and you can see as of now we have 5 traders, 5 HFTs, 5 strategies. And Chavez announced that in a couple of days we will introduce one more strategy over here. So they are into big things, and as the strategy will be available, we will be able to invest with that as well. So this is Pi. Day by day, it is becoming more interesting and more rewarding. Like we have this portfolio of 4 days, I believe. So since 4 days, we have already claimed a profit of $7.38. So almost 7%. And if I would like to withdraw right now, the flexibility is I can either withdraw the partial profit or the full profit. I can also withdraw the partial fund as well as the full fund. So the PS DS cycle is scheduled every day between 8 a.m. To 10 a.m. UCT. So based on that, the accounts are settled, and after every account, whatever you have invested into different strategies, that gets into trading, as well as if you have any withdrawal claims, so they are available once the accounts are settled. So this is all about Pi. The updates are this quick stats and a new trader will be introduced, and we have this free trading pass as a permanent thing, and that is it with the Pi. Now, one more thing is people are confused about the financial freedom pack as well. So let me help you understand this financial freedom pack as well. That's the combo pack we have recently introduced. So just a minute. So financial freedom pack are also available on WAS back office. And with this financial freedom pack, it's a premium combo pack, a single subscription that gives you all the premium benefits. So we have all the products from the DeFi and CeFi range, $600 worth of DeFi product that includes liquid choice of $100, DoDo starter package of $100, shared node that is very exclusive. It is only available in this combo pack. It is, it is not like a product. It is an exceptional thing that is with premium pack. And Xeon GD1X, that's the $50 minus that you get too. And then $600 worth CeFi, in which there is $100 worth Capital 3.0 subscription and protocol yield, that is Pi, with the first license value of $500. So 600 in DeFi, 600 in CeFi. So total $1,200 of financial freedom pack, a single pack that gives you all the premium benefits. What are the benefits? So first of all, shared node that is worth $300 is available, and it is limited to only with financial freedom pack. Apart from this, you become a premium subscriber in DeFi and CeFi with this single pack. That means you don't need to refer anybody to become a premium. You start getting premium affiliate rewards from the first referral onwards, irrespective of the business is from DeFi or CeFi. You are a premium subscriber. You are entitled to the referral benefits from the first direct partner. Then you also have an earning potential that comes from DeFi and CeFi side. So if we speak of DeFi, so 600 worth of purchase gives you 1800 of DeFi potential, and $600 worth CeFi purchase gives you 5 times, that is $3,000 worth CeFi potential income. So this is altogether 4,800 that you can claim as referral benefits from buying a premium financial freedom pack. Then you also get $100 cashback in 24 hours in 5x wallet, and so that's like $100 discount to you. So financial freedom pack, one of the best pack to start with. Then Shavez also updated about LquidPay. So on LquidPay, we are almost close to the base integration. So base deposits will be available very soon, and Tron as well. It will take a couple of weeks more. And the self-custodian wallet right now is active, but the withdrawals from the self-custodian wallet will be available in the next update. And of course, about the countries, USA, Egypt, and Nigeria, and these countries will still have to wait for like 3 more weeks for being KYC compliant on LquidPay. Apart from this, Chavez mentioned that there is also an event. It's like a roadshow in Singapore. So there is an international event, a global event called Token 2049. And in that, Affiliate Marketing 3.0 is participating with a roadshow. And subjected to this, there is going to be an offer for achievers to participate or to qualify for this roadshow. The qualification criteria in details will be provided maybe in a couple of days, but it is for sure that it will come from the sales of the financial freedom pack. And the qualification criteria has already started. So any sales that you will make from financial freedom pack, that will contribute to your qualification criteria for the event of the Global Affiliate Marketing 3.0 Roadshow. So that is all from the updates, and let's begin with the Q&A, and let's answer some questions. Over to you, Grace.
Thank you, Trashid. That was succinct as far as the updates were concerned. Thank you so much for that clarification as well. Now, joining Trashid with their non-artificial intelligence intact is going to be Joe. And Joe, what we're going to, Shiba Joe, excuse me. Shiba Joe, I've noticed that you have already created all about Pi video, everything you wanted to know about Pi. Now, would you be able to go ahead and share the link to that? And also, at the same time, please make sure that you give like a little introduction as far as what that is all about, that great video.
Absolutely. After this, I'll pop the link for it in chat. So it was a training I did for a few of my team, where I was just going through the A to Z really of Pi, going through the various different tabs within the system and explaining the high watermark and what that means to us as investors, kind of doing a little brief outline of the calculation around that so that everybody understands, so that everybody can understand exactly what we've got, because everything on the platform is very transparent. As Trashit just showed there, you've got various different companies, 5 at the moment. They've been referred to as strategies. And that's because if you click on one of those companies, you can scroll down and you can read all about that company's strategy for their AI trading. And I think that's a very important part of picking how you want to allocate your funds, because maybe some of you will want to have one particular company, whereas others will invest in all of the companies. That's my strategy. I plan to put funds with all of them as a spread. But, you know, other people perhaps with more knowledge and more experience may go, well, I think this is going to be the best. But you're not going to be able to make that choice if you don't read the information. Take the time to go through the platform. You can't mess anything up. Just click on the buttons. Anything that you don't understand, you can always come here and then ask, what does this mean? What does that mean? And then we'll do our best to answer. So it's just about giving you an overview of the entire platform so that you can be a little bit more confident when you're navigating Pi.
Shiva Joe, thank you so much for that intro. Now also going to be joining on the panel is going to be none other than Carl Crypto Dundee. Carl, can you kind of give a little update as far as what is happening with Capital 3.0?
There is currently, Chavez has said, 2 projects he's about to launch and relaunch. He's got the details for the 3rd allocation already organized. He's just waiting for the market and the TGE for that product. We don't know any details about what it is and where it sits in the total crypto ecosystem. And he's waiting for the Ethena to launch their Paymaster product, where you can pay for your Ethereum gas fees with your Ethena tokens. So he's just waiting on them to do that, and then he'll do a 2nd round of Ethena allocations. So that's what that's sitting at. Pretty much everyone will be sitting on their tokens now. So if you want to continue growing those, you probably need to look into your account or accounts and buy another pack. We're just waiting on the existing issue with the tokens not calculating ROI for all your packs. That's still to be fixed. Obviously, now that he's got more time, as soon as he gets this maintenance cycle over, which has got roughly about 3 weeks to go, once that maintenance cycle is over, that will be fixed, I'm pretty sure, and he will correct any missed ROI as well. That's Capital 3, basically, in a nutshell.
Fantastic. Now, if we can have the 3 panelists, and then we can go ahead and get started with any question and answer. And if we don't have any hands up, I have a burning question. So will we get the 3 panelists up pinned? All righty. Eduardo, uno momento, I do believe I do have a Sabina. Sabina, could you please raise your hand? There you are. Sabina, would you please go ahead and unmute? Sabina, thank you so much. Okay, Sabina is going to go ahead and offer translation for Eduardo. So thank you so much, Sabina. Would you keep your hand up, please? And so Eduardo, please go ahead and mute and ask your question. And Sabina, he does read the answers. He does read, so he understands English. It's just speaking it that gives him a challenge. So please, Eduardo, please unmute, Eduardo.
Ahora puede hablar Eduardo.
Oye, Sabina. Hola, Sabina, ¿cómo estás? Oye, mira, el problema que tengo con la gente son muchos. Unos, el KIC se le pone pendiente y no hay cómo esperar, se queda atorado en pendiente. Son algunas cuentas.
¿Con qué? ¿Con las
No,
cuentas?
mira,
Con
con
una...
las cuentas. En el proceso de las cuentas. Tú te lo explicas tú si quieres.
Bueno,
¿Vale?
déjame explicar esa parte, ¿sí? He's got many people of his team that are just blocked in their accounts. So the next point is another point.
¿Qué hay que hacer? ¿Qué hay que hacer? Porque se queda atorado pendiente, queda pendiente, así dice, el KYC.
The thing is that the account is just pending. Pero ¿en qué producto está pendiente?
Estamos hablando de Protocol Yield.
In a PY, it is pending.
Okay, so are we
El
talking about
KYC,
the
el KYC,
protocol
dile.
yield? Wait a minute, Eduardo, un momento, perdón, señor. Are we talking about protocol yield?
Yes.
Okay, so protocol yield, we have many of your downline accounts are pending. Is it the KYC or actually what's pending in the accounts?
¿Es el Know Your Customer, el reconocimiento del personaje o es otra cosa que
El
está
KYC, KYC.
QIC.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, very good. Joe, would you do you have any more to add to that question, Eduardo?
¿Tienes más que añadir?
¿Dónde?
Que si tienes más que añadir, más preguntas.
Oh, sí, ¿qué hay que hacer? Esa es la pregunta del KYC. Y cuando pones el cupón en varias cuentas, de Ecuador, de México, de varios países, el cupón dice que falla.
Ok. ¿Ya está? ¿Ya
Sí.
con eso? Vale.
Sí.
And then in various nations, in Ecuador and so on, the coupon code is not working.
Okay. Alrighty. Joe, Shiba Joe, will you tackle that? Begin with
Yeah, with the KYC, what you can try is if you go into, if you're doing it on your mobile,
Haciéndolo en el móvil.
if you go into your settings and find the app and clear cache, force stop and clear cache, and
Okay.
then try again.
Si lo haces en el móvil, tienes que limpiar la cache, y hacerlo 2 veces. Cache y limpiar datas, limpiar cache, varias veces. Eso en el móvil.
That
En
will
el
use,
móvil y en la computadora.
And in the computer.
probably the same on a computer. But you can just uninstall it and reinstall it. I don't know whether I haven't tried clear cache on the laptop because it's a slightly different system. When you're clearing cache on a laptop, you're kind of clearing everything, whereas on a mobile, you're just clearing it for that particular app. But they could try clear cache. They could try uninstalling it, reinstalling it, and then trying again.
Pues en la computadora son 2 variables que él no ha probado todavía, pero puedes también intentar hacer la limpieza del cache en la computadora o desinstalar la app y volver a instalar la app otra vez.
Ok. ¿Y sobre el cupón? Lo
And with the
mismo.
coupon code, I've not had an update on that. I was waiting for Chavez to get back, but I've been out all day today catching up with an old friend. So at the moment, I don't know if there's a resolution for the coupon code. I know it's in the working. If there isn't one at the moment, I know they're working on it. So hopefully that will be resolved pretty soon.
Sobre el coupon code, Shiba Joe sabe de que va a ser resuelto en cuanto antes. Él no sabe más puestas al día sobre este tema, pero rápidamente va a venir. Hoy no ha tenido oportunidad.
Ok, el problema es general entonces.
Sí,
Con
es
los-
general, no
ok.
solamente nosotros, sí.
Sí, yo pensé que era particular. Ok, es general.
We
Thank
thought
you.
it was particularly his zone or South America or something.
No, I don't think. No, it's not particularly to his zone. I might as well cover a question that's going to come up, I'm sure, amongst these hands as well, which is the OTP to emails. They've currently reconfigured some settings within the back office relating to the firewall, and they're just waiting for the email providers to do whatever it is they do to instigate that protocol. So hopefully that will be resolved in the next 24 to 48 hours also.
Well, I hope to get
Ya
that
lo
right
leí,
now.
ya lo leí, David, ya lo leí.
Lo leíste, vale.
Ya lo leí. Sí, muchas gracias, David.
No hay de qué. En cuanto
Thank you.
Eduardo. Thank you. Did you have another? You seem like you had a second question. Are you okay?
It's okay. It's okay.
Bueno.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
Okay.
okay.
Fini. Gracias,
Thank
señor. And thank you, Joe. Tracy, did you have anything to add to what Joe had indicated? Seemed like
Chavez had addressed that the team is aware of the OTP and the KYC thing, and they are working towards it. And Chavez is right now traveling. He's busy with some events, so We are not getting immediate updates from him. Let's wait a couple of more days. It should resolve.
Thank
The
you
team is
very
already
much.
working on it.
Excellent, excellent. Dia, my dear, please go ahead and unmute and ask your question. Is somebody unmuting her? Hang on, Dia. Hold on.
Okay, I think you hear me now.
Yes, Dia.
Right. So on the coupon, the $100 free coupon, can I have more than one? Sign up for one, like I have 5 account. Can I use only one, or can I use all 5 different account? Be the same email address.
And this is on the protocol yield, my
Yes, protocol, yeah.
dear? Okay, very good. Treshi, would you go ahead and take that one, please?
So dear, on every VAS account, now you can have only one free trading pass.
Yes.
Okay.
And
On
then
Pi,
okay,
with an email address, you do the basic registration. Okay. After that, you do the KYC. So
Okay.
that's a unique email and unique KYC on Pi as well.
Okay.
Okay. So unique coupon code on VAS account and unique KYC and email on Pi. So
Okay.
that's how you can connect. You can either copy the code from VAS back office to the Pi, or you can transfer the code from VAS to the email address with which you have registered on Pi. So if you want to have multiple Pi accounts, you will require multiple KYC. Maybe you can do the KYC of your friends and family, and you can use those accounts. Maybe
I
they
see.
can use. Okay. And
Oh,
on
so-
VAS, you need to have separate accounts as well, so
Yes.
that you have multiple coupon codes to transfer or use on Pi.
Okay.
Is it clear?
So if I had like the 5 account that already premium was, if I use the $100 for each of the account, of which I have 5, then I have to have a separate Pi account, the
Yes.
unique email and KYC for each one.
Yes. Yes.
I see. Okay. And there's no way to combine those 5 into one KYC.
No, it's a free trading pass for testing the system, for experiencing the system.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah, thank you so much. A great question. Alexandra, how are you today? Please
Grace.
unmute.
Sorry,
Grace, while he's coming up, everyone, just remember, Pi is an upgrade product. Right? You don't need more than one. If you use any license and add another license to it, you don't add to it, you replace. Okay. So when you upgrade to, say, a 500 license, you put the code in, it replaces the free one. If you put a 1000 in, you upgrade to 1000 and it replaces the 500 in Pi. You could put a 500 license in and replace the 1000, which means you're downgrading. So be very clear that the upgrade is in WAS and the application in Pi is a replacement. Otherwise, you will find that you are going to waste money. And on all of that whole concept, as you upgrade, if you try and do it on 2 different accounts, you're not going to upgrade, you are going to replace as well. So if you upgrade 500 license in one account, buy a 500 in another, and put it in and try and combine, it's not going to happen. It's just going to replace. So be very careful and clear.
And if you don't
Thank
mind
you
me
so
adding on
much.
to that, if you don't mind me adding on to that, if I may, Grace.
Oh, okay.
Remember, when you buy, I use buy in inverted commas because you're not really buying the free pass, it's free. You're just going through the transactional process. Once you've generated your free pass, remember, you do not need to transfer the code if your email address in your WAS account is the same as the email address that you did KYC with in Pi. So sometimes people are transferring I've had a couple of people message me where they've transferred the email, the coupon code to themselves, and somehow that's now not, the coupon code isn't working. Now I don't know if that will be resolved in the resolution of the coupon code general issue, but it might be. But it's a step that you don't need to do. You've generated the free pass in your own WOS account. It belongs to you. As long as the email addresses match on Pi and on your WOS account, then the coupon code will work just by copy and paste. You do not need to transfer it.
Thank you, Joe. Alexander, your question, please. Please
Grace,
unmute.
before we move on to Alexander, even I would like to add to that. So,
Okay, all
So
righty.
Chavez-
You're going to get your question thoroughly answered, Dia. Go ahead.
so Chavez clearly mentioned that if the upgrades are possible, so would be the degrade. So if you have purchased a $500 license and by mistake, if you upgraded with a free trading pass, so your $500 license will be degraded to $100. So if upgrades are possible, degrades are also possible. So please be very, very, very careful. Please get to know your current license value and make sure that you only upgrade, not degrade. All right.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, Alexander, do you remember how to unmute yourself? Go ahead. Make sure you have your questions. Okay.
Thank you. Dear Grace and all of you. Greetings to
Alexander, please, would you be able to speak up or turn up your volume so we can hear you?
Well. Thank you. My question relates to PY. Frankly speaking, I haven't seen the last video of our Shiva Joe. Maybe the answer is there. But let me ask right now. How long would it take an investor to cover the cost of license? I realize that the answer depends on the profitability of a trader. Let's suppose that he provides us with 100% efficiency. That is, we get 50% to our wallet. It's a good figure for trading at our market. But frankly speaking, I did my math, and the answer I have, and I was amused by the result. Let me share with you. Are you ready?
You want to share your screen?
I shared.
Okay.
I
No,
shared.
we're not seeing your screen, but could you just ask your question before you start sharing your screen? What is your question?
My question is, how long would it take an investor to cover the cost of license? Because I did my math, and it appears that it might take up to 2 years.
Now, which license did you do your math on?
Or $500.
$500.
Yeah.
The $500 license. Okay,
500.
and then how much was in the asset under management that you put in?
In case, it's a good question.
Did you put in the maximum?
No. In case I put just the same value as $500 to
Okay.
PY platform and $500 to buy a license, and
Okay.
in general it equals to $1,000. In this case, I will wait for 2 years to cover the cost of license. In case I increase my investment to put, for instance, $2,000 to PY platform, so the overall expenditure equals to 2.5 thousand.
Okay.
In this case, the
All right.
period may be
Okay.
shortened to 6 months, but as to me, it's too large period.
Okay, let's go ahead and address your question. Now, the two master spreadsheeters, Trasheet, probably you have your spreadsheet ready, right, Trasheet? Okay, all right, right there. Trasheet's going to go ahead and do his spreadsheet. I was first going to tease you with Carl, okay, because Carl's already calculating it, but Trasheet's got the spreadsheet. So, Trasheet?
Carl, you go ahead, but you were the first person to raise the hand.
Alexander, I was going to say we're not going to answer that question because there are too many variables, and I don't know about your crystal ball, but my batteries are flat. Okay, my crystal ball is not working, so it is such a wide possibility. You've covered a couple of the variables, right? And that is how much license you have and how much you've got under management, but you've also got which trader you select. Okay, so, and there are whether you're going to be taking withdrawals along the way or compounding. There really is no one answer to that question. There is every answer to that question. So it's obviously you're doing what you are supposed to do, and that is thinking, doing your due diligence. But every variable, every permutation is available to you, and there's no one answer. There's just every answer.
May I interrupt you? I agree with you 100%, but I specified that our trader provides us with 100% efficiency. It's one figure. The next figure is AUM. Let it be. Let we put the same amount, the same $500 to trader as we put for buying license.
Yeah, you got those two right.
In this case, we get a definite number and a definite figure that we should wait for 2 years just to cover the license. 2 years, and in case we increase our investment to PR platform, for instance, let me add $2,000. So the overall expenditure equals to $2,500. In this case, the period we cover our license extends to 6 months, shortens to 6 months. But
it doesn't.
For me, it's only. Why?
No, because you're talking flat interest. Okay, you're talking flat interest, and it'll be 2 years as well. You can make put $1 million in, and 500. If you could do that, it's still flat interest. It'll still be 2 years because the return by the trader is exactly the same rate. Okay, you're talking flat interest. That's why I said add it in. You did not specify whether you were compounding or taking out any amount. Because no matter how much you put under management, the trader still makes the same rate of return.
Yeah. Alexander, this sounds like a great discussion for you and Carl to have. and so you can go back and forth with all of the predictors, all of the variants, you know, and then you guys are going to come back and educate us. This is all the possibilities. All righty. So Alexander, it is a great question, great, ambitious question and event. But as you can see, there's too many variables in there. It's like a lottery.
I'd still like to answer, if I may, Grace, if that's okay.
You want to go ahead and add to it too?
And I think Trashit should do his spreadsheet thing as well, because it's, as Carl said, it's a reasonable thing to be thinking about, and everybody's probably thinking about that as well. And it's the things that people are thinking about aren't the problem. It's the things that people are not thinking about that is the real issue. So from my perspective, before Trashit gets out the spreadsheet, is firstly, Alexander, remember we're an affiliate program. So if you're recruiting and earning your affiliate income, then you could earn 3 times your package price back in a week, in a day, in a month, depending on how fast your team is growing. Remember, through the affiliate program, every single product that we have becomes free because you're earning either 3x back through the affiliate program or 5x back. Our primary source of income is the affiliate program, not the products. Because Pi isn't going to give you $100 a day, $300 a day at this stage, unless you've got, I mean, if you work on a principle of 1% a day profit, if you put $10,000 in, then you're earning, excuse me, you're earning $100 a day, but you've got to have $10,000 to put in the first place. So you're building up your assets, you're building up your wealth. But the affiliate program, growing the community, sharing the opportunity with people and helping them change their lives should be your primary goal of earning income. Because through the affiliate program, you can earn as a starting point up to $600 a day. Why wouldn't you want to do that? As I've said on Zooms many times, you could just sell a photograph of me that serves no purpose, has no utility, and still earn affiliate income and make $300 to $600 a day in a blink. So that's the first answer. You can earn your seed money back in a day, a week, or a month by sharing the opportunity, in which case it becomes irrelevant because every product is free. Secondly, even if your numbers were accurate, I don't know if they are, I mean, Trashit will go through his numbers, but even if your numbers were accurate, if you invest $500 and it takes you 2 years to get your seed money back, now you're 100% in profit every day of every month of every year for the next 20 years. 30 years, no, however long you live. That seems like a fair exchange to me. I've been paying £100 a month, about $150 a month into my pension for 40 years. I have to wait 40 years. So for me, if you are waiting 2 years to get your seed money back, to then be 100% in profit every year after that, that's not a long time to wait. My daughter's 19 this year. It's 5 minutes ago that she was wrapped around my ankles. So I think people are thinking, if people are thinking like this, I think they are thinking about it in the wrong way. This is investment. This is an investment. So you are investing for future profits. Just like people who bought Bitcoin in 2010, they had to wait 6 years before it hit $20,000, 15 years before it hit $100,000. Remember, don't think today, think tomorrow. What will I be? What will my profits be next month, next week, next year? How will this change my life if I'm compounding my profits in a year from now? How much more money will I have? So
that's a fantastic reminder.
Just a mindset thing. Change the way that you're thinking to more long term.
As far as the mindset is concerned, and the fact that nothing grows overnight, except maybe what you don't want to have grown overnight. Tashi, did you want to share your spreadsheet?
From my past experience, I won't share the spreadsheet. It's very risky because there is no specific calculation to this. There can never be any specific calculation to this. Lots of variable thing. But Carl has given his technical perspective. Joe has given his psychological perspective. I'll give you a sales perspective to do that. Oh. So if when you buy a MacBook, as soon as you step out of the shop of the vendor, its value is reduced. It is an asset that depreciates in value. But here, paying 500 for a lifetime subscription, for a lifetime thing, it's like, how can you value that? How can you calculate? How can you value that simply? For us, what we teach our team, or what we pitch to our investor is, you invest thousands of dollars in your commodities, your day-to-day laptop, electronics, and everything. What value do they give? But here, investing $500 will give you a lifetime value, or lifetime access to a platform on which there is an investment, of course. But how can you get that investment? How flexible are you with that investment? Is you can withdraw profit completely or partially. You can withdraw your capital completely or partially anytime. They are HFTs, they are making profits, and they are bound to give you profits. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, not tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow. You will always have a profit. So your investments are very flexible, that you can invest anytime, you can withdraw anytime. So having an access to that kind of platform where your funds are secured, you're flexible with your investment to be withdrawn or to be invested anytime, and you're just paying a price, and that price also is valid for a lifetime. So it's pretty simple.
Give me just a second. Please, Grace, give me just a second to comment. I have another proposition. Decrease the cost.
Grace, you're muted.
Oh.
Can Alexander, could you please raise your hand so we can see you? I can see you. Is that you speaking?
Yeah, Alexander. There you go.
Oh,
okay,
excuse
go
me.
ahead.
Excuse me. Just 1 second, a couple seconds. I agree that affiliate marketing allows get another way to get your wealth, but I tell about from the point of view of a simple investor, and I have a proposition, not just an issue, but a proposition. What one can do, for instance, decrease the cost of license from 500 to 1,000 or to 100, 5 times less. Let it be. Increase AUM, assets under management, twice, from 5 to 10, and to take into account the interest of PY platform itself. Let's limit the infinity to, for instance, 1 year. Let's license be valid just for 1 year or 2 years. It depends. I calculated that the profitability of the business will be sufficiently, for instance, if license goes for 1 year, the profitability of the business equals to 22%. As for me, it's enough. So the value, there are 3 parameters: the cost of license, the AUM, and validity of your license. And there is a way out from these issues. First, thanks a lot.
Alexander, that
proposition.
sounds really great. Is there any way that you can document that on the evaluation form so that it can get a proper assessment or look at consideration? Can you write that on the evaluation form? So that so it'll be submitted and we'll be able to take a look at it.
If I can
whom?
address that as well, Grace, if that's
whom?
okay.
May I send to Carl, for instance? To whom I
No,
should...
The evaluation form isn't it in the chat? Is in the chat,
Oh,
right?
well. I agree.
If I can address as well just before, since that was addressing my response, if I can add on to that, and then Carl can respond. For those, so yes, obviously I'm looking at it from the perspective of we are affiliate marketers. For those people who choose not to share, firstly, I would say, why wouldn't you? Even with half a dozen, friends and family, that seems ludicrous. If you go and have dinner and you have a great meal, you're going to share it with, at the very least, your friends and family. If you watch a great movie, you're going to share it at least with your friends and family. So I don't believe people might want to describe themselves as passive, but in the longer term view, I just don't think there are passive people unless they're totally selfish and want to keep things secret. But let's look at it from that perspective. Even when you look at that perspective, okay, if you look at traditional finance, how much do you earn in interest? And remember, Pi gives you compounding because you're trading with your profits as well as your seed. So you're compounding your profits. But let's take that away. Let's just talk about a flat rate, like Carl said, of let's say an average of 1% a day. If you consider what you get when you put your money into a bank, into a savings account, even a high interest savings account, in most cases, certainly in the UK, and I don't know the rest of the world, I don't know about in Australia or India or whatever country you're from, but in the UK, the average interest rate on a high interest savings account is 3% a year. A year, 3 to 5% a year. My pension has been averaging 8% a year. My trading on Pi in 3 days, if I'm reading the numbers correctly, is averaging 8% a day. There is no way that you can look at it that any other option is better than what you're going to receive from Pi.
Agree.
That's my response.
Okay. Carl, did you have something else to add or can we move on?
Yeah, no, quick add. Alexander, what you're talking about is product design. All right. Now, yes, your explanation of that design is perfectly valid. And the numbers that you put forward, I haven't checked them, but they sound perfectly valid. What you haven't considered is contracts. Chavez will have done the product design. He will have done the projections of where it fits within the product ecosystem and the affiliate ecosystem. Okay, then he will have gone and contacted Binance and Bybit, and he will have arranged everything in advance of launching this product. Therefore, he is now in a contractual position that he has certain requirements. We have no idea what those are, and they probably never will because he'll be under NDA conditions with those providers. Therefore, the chances of changing the product design at this stage are probably almost zero. So, yes, your ideas might be good, but there is very little chance that we'll ever see anything like that. I suggested almost 9 months ago adding extra chains to the withdrawal feature of WOZ to Chavez. And we've only just got that in the last few weeks. So things move slowly when you're talking about product design. That's all I'm saying.
And okay, so thank you very much, Alexander. That was a good conversation. Downtown, Fred, Downtown, could you please go ahead and unmute and ask your question? Who's unmuting?
I don't think he can't. Don't think he can unmute.
Just is able to. Thank you for taking my question. Before I do have a couple of questions about the Pi, but to address, we still have the open loop Trajit that you were gonna get back to me last week. So I think you're muted. Can someone
We have
unmute?
already forwarded what you had sent me to the deck. We will wait for a response.
Okay. As far as capital, as far as pi, I just want to make sure that I'm communicating the information correctly. And that is, if a trader makes profit, we make profit. I mean, basic question. If the trader does not make any profit or loses, has a loss, that doesn't impact us. Is that correct?
Rashid?
It impacts us because
I
he
mean,
is
we
the-
don't get profit that day, I'm saying.
yes,
Okay. But we don't lose. That's what I'm saying.
lose
Yes,
in
we
sense-
can lose.
Yes,
okay.
we can lose.
Okay, so if they lose profit, then that will impact our profit. We can actually lose a percentage as well. Okay.
Yes,
Not just profit, your initial as well. That could be
Oh.
down. This is trading. Remember, trading isn't just about the moment. It's about the longer term average. That's why you've got all the statistics on the Pi platform. This is what they've delivered over a day, over the last 24 hours, over the last 30 days, over the last month, over the last 365 days. So it's about the averages. As long as they're profitable more often than they're not.
Okay, got you. Okay, I was thinking for some reason I understood it as with the what is it called?
The high. Why were you? I think what you might be thinking about is on the high water mark. So, let's say you've got a high water mark of $1,200. All right, you've put in $1,000. You've got a high water mark of $1,200, and the trader trades up to $1,150. So they've not crossed that high water mark. But so technically you've still made a profit because you put in $1,000 and you've made a profit. In which case those profits belong to you. The trader doesn't get paid because he hasn't exceeded the high water mark. Does that make sense?
Yes.
There you go. Maybe that's what you're thinking about.
Right. But if he say does lose, we can actually lose a percentage of our principal as well as the profits that had been generated previous.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for clarifying that.
There is a risk. There's a risk with everything. Just remember that. It is trading, as Joe said. There's always going to be a risk that it happens, but we have an inbuilt incentivification of that trader to make a profit, because if they don't beat the high water mark, they don't earn. Only we do.
Right.
And remember what these companies are working with is high functioning AI algorithms. It's not like, you've got half a dozen blokes that have dragged off the street sitting at a desk making guesses.
Okay, got you. Thanks for that clarity. That was very helpful. Last question. In the back office, say our business volume with the CFI, it's showing capital 3.0 balance. Now, when we add to Pi, that business volume will increase. They probably will eventually change that title, correct?
yes.
Okay, just want to confirm that. Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you, Downtown. So now, Janelle, please go ahead and unmute and ask your question.
There we go. Hi, thank you, and thank you for being here every week. I do appreciate it. My question is regarding deposit into GPay. And does it mean that when you deposit, it's from the outside source? Meaning, if you have 100, you put in 100. What happens when you remove your money, withdraw your money from one trader and want to put it in another one? Does that count in any way as deposit or withdrawal or anything? No, because that is what is on DoDo. You pay both on your max on when you sell and when you buy, right? I just want to make sure that this is not the case here. So deposit is from outside source. Is that it? Perfect. Thank you. That was all. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank
Thank you, Janelle. Crypto 99.9.
Is that emergency crypto?
Hey, go ahead and unmute, my dear, and ask your question.
Hi.
Hey.
I have two questions, please.
Okay, that's too
I
much right
know
there.
I think I know the answer, but I want to ask my dear colleagues what they are thinking about it. Carl, you said about Capital 3.0 at FINA tokens. People who doesn't have could claim the Adfina tokens because they don't put the Ethereum address. They will get the second chance, right? You said something like that.
No, that the second chance is a second round of allocation.
Okay, then you can give the Ethereum address and you can claim the tokens. If you didn't do that the first time.
There is no clarity exactly how that will be processed. Chavez hasn't given details. He just plans to do a second round of allocation. Whether it's using the same platform, the Capital 3 allocation platform, or he will just invite people to put their hand up, or what, I don't know. He hasn't said.
Okay.
Okay.
I have two kind of problems in my team. One group of people who doesn't put the Ethereum address, and someone who puts the Ethereum address, but nothing have to claim it. It doesn't show it.
Yeah, those are outstanding issues. On the first one, Chavez, on one of the Calendarly Zooms with me, he said if people can put that feedback in again, if you're not got your
Athena tokens.
Yeah, if you've not got the ability to put your address in at the moment, the feedback form, okay, put the feedback in again to get your eligibility, and then tell him what account that was done for, right? And he will follow up and find out if they're processing. So everybody, if your eligibility is still showing ineligible, do your feedback again, just once, again, and then let your upline or your rank leader know, and give him or her the details, and they can pass it on to Chavez to follow up with Athena.
Can you give me
on the other one? The other one, I don't have any answers for at the moment. We just know about it. We don't know if there is a solution at the moment.
Can you give me second time the form where we can fill the data?
No, because it's not a form. It's the actual claim screen in the Athena platform.
Yeah, I know that, but how can I get the information to Chavez?
Send a WhatsApp message to him.
Okay, then I understand what I have to do. Okay, thank you. Second question, I asked it to Trashid. I know with LquidPay, I have now two people who make it wrong with the email address. There is another email address in WAS and in LquidPay. And some people have in 3 accounts the same email address, same number, and now, how can we solve this? Can we change the email address? Do we know? And why can we don't change the email address? Is it because they know your customer? Do you know that, Trashid? I know it's perhaps a difficult.
Let me explain this. So as far your case was concerned, so you have a client A who generated a coupon, and on his WAS account, he is having an email address that is a@gmail.com, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when he generated a coupon, not couple, sorry.
No problem. I understand what you're meaning.
So this coupon was by default attached to this. Okay. Now, what your client A did on LquidPay, he did a KYC, okay, with b@gmail.com.
Yes.
Is it correct?
That's correct.
Now, if he would have done a KYC with a a@gmail.com, then he only would have to copy this coupon and redeem here. Simple. Okay. But if the email is different, okay, for the same client, the email is different, then they need to transfer this coupon to this email. And that's how this coupon generated on a WAS account can be redeemed with a KYC with b@gmail.com.
Okay.
Is it clear until now?
Yeah, wait. Now I tell you something different.
Let me complete
the saying here.
Let me complete this. Is it clear until now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what your client did is on this account A on WAS, where he is having a@gmail.com. Okay. He generated this coupon and he transferred this email to c@gmail.com. And he is trying to access LquidPay because he has done the KYC on LquidPay with a@gmail.com. So now that he has already transferred this coupon to c@gmail.com, but your client is trying to redeem it on a KYC account on which he is having a@gmail.com. So this cannot be redeemed here, because this coupon already has been transferred to c@gmail.com. So in that case, what I suggested to you is you get a family member, okay? Because he has already used a mobile number as well, right? So get a family member, use a different mobile number, and use this email and do the KYC. As this coupon generated on A already has been transferred to C, now that he has done the KYC with C, so now when he would try to redeem this coupon, which already has been transferred to C, it will be redeemable.
Okay.
Did you get this?
Yeah, I get this.
Okay, now ask your question.
Okay, but why can't we change the email after transfer and with the Know Your Customer account? Is it because the Know Your Customer?
The know your customer is different and the transfer is different. This is a functionality on WAS.
Okay.
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 Now, once we can transfer only once, it has been set like this. How is like if you want to sell it to a client and then you would like to change the email, maybe sell it to different client, how it would be possible? It's not possible.
I understand that, Rashid.
This coupon already has been transferred to this email, so this coupon will only be activated or redeemed when in the KYC you will be using this email.
I understand it, and I solved it also with the Gmail, the C Gmail, and a new number. Then I have a second, how do you say it? Problem or
challenge.
Challenge. Thank you. That was the word I was searching. One of my downline has 3 WAS accounts with every 3 account the same information, and she bought 3 LquidPay cards.
Okay.
And now, and she also registered in the LquidPay with another email. Yeah, we are human. How can we solve this? I don't think we can solve this.
So we can just simply transfer the coupons to that email on which the KYC has been done. It's simple.
And the other 2?
Has she used the same email for the KYC as well? It won't be possible to do
No,
KYC.
she has 3 accounts with every information is the same. And she bought
on WAS.
And she bought also 3 coupons for LquidPay. And Chavez said the last time, if you bought the LquidPay in the promo time, make sure that your update for the update that you have to redeem the coupon. And then she made the mistake to take another email address.
Where? On WAS or on
LquidPay?
So on LquidPay, she has 3 different KYCs. Is it correct?
No, she has 1, and she has 3 accounts in WAS.
And she wants to use.
Rashid, I think I will show it you one-on-one in a Zoom. It's a very difficult situation, and only what I was thinking about, how did you do that?
If you're having 3 different accounts, you are having the same emails on all the 3 different WAS accounts. Okay. And now you have one LquidPay account and you are having the same email as WAS.
That's use another email address.
Even if it's a different email address. So you can transfer the coupons to that email address.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, my dear. But then we have the same problem. She didn't know your customer with that other email address. She needs now a new number to do another know your customer with the other email address. Yeah. Are you happy with me?
We are very pleased to have you. Please visit us often on this call.
Hey, it's not my. Hey, I didn't do it. I was only asking, can you solve this kind of challenge?
Yeah, I've faced this myself in many years, and I'll be blunt, not offensive, but it sounds offensive. We try and make software foolproof, but fools are very ingenious. They always find a way to trick us. Okay, so keep it simple. That's the simple rule. Now, I've got a simple answer as to why we can't change that email address in LquidPay, because that is basically stored in the KYC. and Chavez doesn't do the KYC. That's a third-party provider. Therefore, it's locked to that KYC with that third-party provider. Chavez can't just, like he can in WOZ, and I've had him do it. He can go in and he can just manually overtype an email address in WOZ, but he can't do it on the KYC because he doesn't control it.
Thank you, Carl. I say exact the same today to that person. I say that's the reason, but tonight is in Q&A. I will ask to the expert who's more technical than me, and let me see what they are saying. But you say the exact the same what I has said to him, excuse me.
Did you use the same phrasing as Carl?
Nejla, there's a saying that Carl has as well. Carl, did you want to share that? Something about when you are going down a rabbit trail, please stop and get help. Something to that effect.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll give you a minute to think of it.
If in doubt, if you think there's a problem, don't try and fix it yourself. As Tricia just said, come here more often.
Thank you.
I'm every week here. Almost
I
every
know. Your